Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That misses. 2-1. And that is out of play. Strike 3. Yoshinobu gets the K.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. And there's a foul ball.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
The next pitch misses. 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Fouled off left side.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
2 down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. Out to center. Judge has it sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. This is Dodgers baseball. Back here in St. Louis, getting the nod on the mound, Greg Maddux. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitcher's arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope. Really nice job with two-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Maddox checks over to first, and he's back. And a swing and a miss. Maddox notched a complete game the last time on the hill. Ohtani gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave him the day off.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. One-two, bottom of the first. The pitch. Good eye right there. And a swing and a miss. And Judge is down on strikes.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth. His solo homer last night made up their entire offense in that one. Outside low. 1-0. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Lifted in the air, right center field. Mantle sizing this one up. Nabs it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Shohei Ohtani.
He's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. In fact, in the top 5 in homers in the National Leagues. Not missing many pitches. And I tell you what, when he gets his pitch, it goes a long way. Make sure you don't sleep on this guy if you're the pitcher.
You'll one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Misses. Now 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Out towards right center field. Nootbaar in a dead sprint. And that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Ivan Herrera. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Late swing fouled off. Next offering is in the dirt. Way high. That misses the zone, and the count is filled up.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Mickey Mantle next up for the Cardinals.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Judge is under it. And it's caught for the out. Now a chance for Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda matched a homer in his last game. That's outside, and that's ball 1. In the air, right side. Acuna makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran second baseman. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And that's fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
A little bit high. Going to count 1 and 2. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 30 on the year. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Cepeda takes it to the bag. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here is Freddie Freeman. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting it, the third baseman, Jose.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Another solid power season. In for a strike. Good slider.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Forget it. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Will Smith in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And now 2-0. Maddox maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That clips the corner. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
High.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Yamamoto back to work. There's a strike.
Here's a bit of a scouting report on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's athletic, has elite flexibility, kind of like you, Boog. He's got good strength, an ultra-fast arm, and exceptional movement patterns. He's tough on hitters, that's for sure.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Just off the inside edge. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. In there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time to get him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And there's a ball. Contreras starting as the designated hitter. 32 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Yamamoto ready to fire now. High fly ball down the left field line. Ruth sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Mason Wynn in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. This one popped up. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Tapped back up the middle. Ripken whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. 1, 2, 3 go to Cardinals. Still down 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one outside, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pitch misses, and it's a full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The left fielder, number 3.
Man at first, and up next for Los Angeles, Babe Ruth. In there at the knees, 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Rudder takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Man at second. Just misses with that one.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
Morgan stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Steve Carlton appears to be getting loose. Next offering is fouled back. And that one is lifted in the air. Nootbaar on the move. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 left for LA, but they lead it 3-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Garrett Hampson. That one pushed foul.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Outside low, and it's 2-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him swinging.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Gorman stands in now and watches strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. The Redbirds trailing by 3, top half of inning number 4. Left field, way back there. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Lars Nootbaar. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lifted in the air, out to left. Ruth makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in St. Louis, now here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Acuna Jr.
Slice down the right side. This to third. Arenado throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Singled and scored his first time. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And Freddie takes the K.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Now batting, third base.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Just missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Dodgers go down quietly, but they're on top by a count of 3. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now up for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. In the dirt, ball 1.
You know, these Cards, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Fastball is outside.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
The center fielder, number 7, Mickey.
And up next for St. Louis, Mickey Mantle. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's in there. Strike 1. Herrera aboard here at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
In the dirt. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Ruth makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Orlando Cepeda next up for the Cardinals. Flied to right his first time. That's too low. And that is ball 1.
Strike. 1 and 1.
And that's in the dirt. Man at first, 1 away. Up and in, and that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Got it. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
High fly ball out into left center field. Ruth. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. The Cards leave 1. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching.
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the mound, Kyle Leahy.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
The catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's 0 for 1. Up the middle. Gorman throws on to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that one fouled off.
All 3.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 3-2 now. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Aaron Judge. He is struck out, and he is walked. Throw over to first. Ohtani back in. Right through there for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And Judge spoils that one.
Come on, Dodgers!
And 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw. Safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. And that is the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in St. Louis at the plate, Wilson Contreras. Yamamoto back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Fastball for a strike.
strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Acuna on the run. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now back, the shortstop. Mason.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. His righty-lefty splits there.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. On to first, double play.
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You've got to love that glove toss, Boog. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you got to remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
Here's Garrett Hampson, right down the chute, and it's 0-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights it off, he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And here is Nolan Gorman. A little bit high, maybe. 1-0. And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one the other way. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The run comes in to score from second, and it's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout.
Now pitching for
On the mound now, Jordan Zimmerman.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Now at the plate, Lars Nootbaar. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Nootbaar, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Gorman off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. That's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, the catcher,
Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
And now Ivan Herrera.
No ball. 1 strike.
That misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that one.
1 and 2.
2 on, 2 outs. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Judge is there. Makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Cal Ripken Jr. In the air, center field. Mantle drifts towards it, and there's 1 down.
now batting.
So up next, Joe Morgan. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That missed by a lot. And now it's even 1-1. And that one clips the corner. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr., really thriving with the bat this season here at home. So now a pinch hitter, Tommy Edman, runner on first with 1 down for him. Pickoff throw. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 2. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Edman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one pushed to the left and foul. Two outs. That one missed. That one not close. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jose Ramirez would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Mickey Mantle. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Here comes the 0-1. There's the strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Cepeda in the box again, takes a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
And now it's even up.
1-1.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. And now 2-2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Looping breaking ball, and he struck him out.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, have just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that 2-strike count, I thought it was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
Here's Nolan Arenado, hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there.
No, that's a ball.
This one popped up, foul ground first base side. And that is that. Redbirds down quietly, and they still trail it here 3-1.
Now pitching.
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Ryan Fernandez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
The third baseman.
Now it's going to be Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. And ball one. That one misses. Down 2-0.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
To the right side. Gorman throws on to first. And Ramirez is set down.
Now batting, the catcher, Will.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Joey Wentz, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Suarez warming up as well. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that is a foul ball. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Arenado to first in time. And they get the out on Smith.
Now
Good
batting,
late bite
the
on that
designated
slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. And that one is downstairs. 2-1. That's inside. Aaron Judge waiting to bat for the Dodgers. On the ground to third. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quietly there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cardinals 1. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Eric Gagne.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
First pitch swinging. Gagne, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a splitter, and he works in a slider.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one lifted to left. Ruth under it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
Mason Wynn.
The shortstop takes the ball. The Cards trailing by 2. Liner caught it second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Garrett Hampson. 1 for 3. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Bunting for a hit. And it goes just foul.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Cardinals,
Number
Joey
35.
Wentz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Aaron
It's Aaron Judge now.
Judge.
Judge rips that one. That's back there. Out of here. They'll circle the bases. It's 4-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Here's the left fielder, Babe Ruth. Pitches in there, and that's strike one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses. And a count 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Alexis Diaz up and loosening in the pen. He goes down looking. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cal Ripken Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, number 6.
2 down, bases empty. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers, getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Next offering is down low. And that's down and away. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The center fielder, number 25.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Step off, throw to first. And he's back in safely. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Mantle sizing this one up. And that is that. We go to the ninth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. Righty reliever out of the pen, Roki Sasaki.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Sasaki, in his rookie season, 23 years old. And he was born in Japan. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Outside low, and that's ball one. This to third. Slings it across. And a couple of quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So they're down to their final out. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Ivan Herrera. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Rips one to right, and that's a fair ball.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at first with 2 away. Mickey Mantle will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's outside. Ball one. And a foul ball. The other way. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
4-1 the final here today. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.